Welcome back, another beautiful day. Today we're going to crack on with the bedroom, surprise surprise. Andy's going to carry on boxing in all the pipes and the wires that will run at the back of the bed. I'm on cleaning up duty after his plastering the other day. He's not the cleanest of workers, so I'm going to clean off all the beam. And very excited, got to share this with you. We've got our first bit of kitchen equipment. Our beautiful friend Lisa donated a recycled sink she was going to put in the skip. I cleaned it up last night and I'm absolutely thrilled. Got some taps as well, so it's exciting stuff.
Hi, we're Sharon and Andy. Welcome to Finca Live.
In 2019 we bought a derelict finca that used to be a bodega in the Murcia region of Spain. The building was an empty shell with no main services, water, electric or sewage, and we're restoring it, doing all the work ourselves, with the view to giving us an off-grid, debt-free home.
In addition to this, self-sufficiency is very important to us, so we're going to aim to produce as much of our own food as possible, and the idea behind these videos is to log our progress, but also to provide you with something you hopefully find interesting and informative. Please join us on our journey.
Right, we don't need this anymore. We've done all the ceilings, we shouldn't need it, so we're going to get it out of the way because it's a right obstruction. So with that out of the way, we've got a bit more space. We'll now carry on framing for the box in the pipes. And Sharon's in the corner there, scraping away at my mess. So what we've got, it's not easy to film, it's not easy to do. This is going to be the bottom rail for the front, and I've just measured and screwed the uprights, one at each end, you can't see that one, and one in the centre. We've glued it and screwed it as well, and what we're going to do in a moment, just going to let it dry, let the glue dry a little bit, and then stand it up in place against the wall there. Hopefully, when the top piece is on that, the same as this, it should be the same height as that. The floor's not level, obviously, nothing's level in this house. It's got a kind of a dip in the middle. So what we'll do, probably as we board it, we'll level it up, square it up with each board one at a time, and then pack it up underneath to keep it firm. Let's have a go. Right, so we've got that loosely standing up. There's going to be 2 sockets going in here. We're not sure exactly where yet because, like we said yesterday, the bed's going here, but with an option to make 2 singles. So we need to position the sockets where they're accessible for whichever configuration we're going to be using at the time. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a flying lead, two flying leads, one for each socket, into this junction box ready, because that kind of lives inside there, out of the way. Right, so 2 wires here, one shorter one going that way, one longer one going this way. We'll have to cut them down at some point. I'm just going to cap them off. So we're being left-handed, you see, everything's designed for right-handed people. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to strip the ends of these. You can see them, they just pop it off lovely. Then, where are they? I'm just going to put an end connector on each wire, just so we can have the power on and not blow ourselves up. Like that, flick the lever down. You can reuse these, they're absolutely fantastic things they are. They make life so much quicker. Modern technology, we love it. And then, same again, just goes in there, push it in, flick the lever down. That's good and safe. I'm going to wire into the junction box now and stick it all back behind. Right, so what we've done now, the wires are all in, that's all out of the way. We've got our flying ends there. So what I've done, I've found the widest part at the bottom, the furthest that this can go in. I put a spirit level on and I've measured this distance. So I'm now going to put some blocks in there, like so, to hold that the right thing on both ends, so it stays the same width all the way along. Oh, that's the plan. So there we go, the basic frame's in place. You've probably got a bit more of the idea now. Henry Hoover's there because Sharon's now just going to hoover all the dust and rubbish from behind it. We're now going to put boards vertically, tongue and groove, all along the front of that, and the top bit is going to be a nice shelf. Right, so like we said yesterday as well, we're going to put this insulation in here, so just so if anyone's lying in bed, if someone's washing up, you're not going to muffle the sound of the water coming down the pipe. We're trying not to be too boring. We can only show you what we do on a daily basis, so we're trying to keep it to all the exciting bits. So those who've seen some of our earlier videos, particularly the solar one I think, will know we've got a twin compressor set up. The blue one, the big one, that only runs when the generator's running, but this little one will run all day off the solar. Remember, solar, use it or lose it. We're going to be nailing the cladding onto the frame we've just made using an air nailer. This airline runs outside across the courtyard into the apartment upstairs. It's kind of there semi-permanently, so we've got air on tap all the time. So all we do with that, this extension cable over here is connected to the compressor. That just goes in there, and we now have air up to there. We're going to be using 18 gauge nails, little ones. This little nailer, we have a big nailer for other things as well, but these will do for this. A couple of drops of oil in it. Let's go do it. Okay, so this comes up to a hole we've got in the floor here from downstairs, the right end. We've got a little curly extension. He goes in there like that. Then that one goes on there. So we cut some boards and get them on. So what we do, we put the first one on, we've used a level to make sure that it is absolutely perfectly level. Then the rest will just follow along. As long as we line them up with this top, they're just going to have a top coming over here. So we'll just offer them up. Come on, get in. You never play when you want them to. That's it. So get it lined up, set the nail gun, cover your ears. Actually, I won't do that side yet, we'll never get the other board in next to it. Basically what you want to do is a nail either side of the tongue. It stops them bowing. Get one in that one now. And the same with that one. And we'll just carry on and do these. You see, it does go fairly quickly. Every so often I'll check the vertical, perhaps not this soon, but just to make sure that they are following the line, and they are so far. Right, it's done. And that end board actually fitted in perfectly. The chances of that happening, that must be like 1 in a million or something like that. We've got to taper off from the wall because the wall's not straight. But we'll do a bit of create, the plasters will sort that out, that's what you say. Cool. So all that remains now is to, I can have to get my arm down in between here to poke these wires through. Decide where we want to put the plug sockets, so there'll be one here and one down there. And then get a top made for it. We're going to have to use the thicker floorboards to make the top. That's for another day, because I've had enough today.
Well, that's it for today. Andy's done a cracking job finishing that. I really didn't think he'd get it all done today, so well done. I've managed to clean off all the plaster that was stuck on this beam and all along the top and all around the door frame, so that's all ready for oiling now. So it's been a good day. Hope you've enjoyed it. If so, and you haven't already done so, please do subscribe. It helps us out greatly and it doesn't cost you a penny. Click on the bell to receive notifications of all our future videos, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.